everybody owns a vehicle. You drive from point A to point B. You have your kids, taking them to school, such, this, that, and the other. Now in America, we're having some issues. We're having a lot of riots and a lot of knuckleheads that are out there protesting, which is riots pretty much, most of them. And they're dragging people out of vehicles. They're blocking the road with themselves. People are stopping. They're dragging them out of vehicles. That is not what we're going to do. All right? We're going to talk about how that we're going to deal with those situations. If you're in the vehicle, yes, I'm going to have a gun on me, but I'm not pulling my gun in that scenario. All right? The vehicle is going to be my best choice of weapons that I'm going to use if I need to. Right? If I get into a scenario where we're getting blocked in and it's pedestrians and you are fearing for your life, grave bodily injury, or your kid's life or your loved one's life, the best course of action is going to be that little skinny pedal about that damn wide and about that damn long that your right foot sits on. Push that down and drive through. If you hit a speed bump, that's just a damn speed bump at the end of the damn day. All right? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So I'm not going to risk my life, limb, eyesight, or anybody that I love in that vehicle for those knuckleheads. We're going to drive through the threat and we're going to drive away. And as soon as we get clear of everything, that's when we contact law enforcement, explain what happened, and then we can tell our side of the story. Get out of the area. Drive till the driving is done, meaning that you're going to drive the vehicle till the vehicle cannot operate any longer. If the vehicle cannot operate any longer, that's when we start thinking about getting out of the vehicle and getting our gun out and defending ourselves. All right? So the point I'm making is drive till the driving is done. Shooting through glass. If you get blocked in and you cannot get out, shooting through glass. There's a lot of so-called experts out there that spent maybe that much time in some type of organization. And they come up with all these, deflections. We know there's some deflection, but at a windshield that is curved as well, you can't really predict exactly where that round's going to go continuous. You just can't. So, end of the day is we align the sights on the threat and we press the trigger until the threat has been eliminated. That's the end of the day. So we're not going to go, okay, he's here, so the glass is looking this way, and I need to aim here to impact there. You're not going to know that. Just line the sights, press the trigger until the threat's been eliminated. Now, there's going to be some things that's going to happen. All right? Big rule is we keep everything simple because a complex plan doesn't work. A simple plan, well-rehearsed and violently executed, that's our plan that we're going to roll with. So we keep everything simple. If you have to shoot through glass, there's a couple things you need to expect. One, it's going to be loud, extremely loud. Two, there's going to be smoke in the vehicle. Three, you're going to get small shards of glass that's going to be coming back on you. So one of the things that I advise, if you drive during the day, have sunglasses on. If you drive at night, have maybe some clear eye pro somewhere in the vehicle that you can readily get a hold of. So for instance, you're not being paranoid, you're being prepared. There's a big difference. As I'm approaching a bad area, I may want to put my clear eye pro on because I might have to come in contact with that scenario. So I'd much rather be ready for the scenario than be behind the power curve. All right? So again, it's going to be loud, it's going to be smoke, and there's going to be shards of glass coming back in your face. All right? Eye pro is a highly recommended thing. Deflection, we just talked about, just shoot. Line the sights, press the trigger till the threat's been eliminated. If we have to exit the vehicle, now this vehicle is going to be, at the end of the day, if we can't get off the X or get out of the area, ends up being a bullet magnet. We have to get out of this vehicle and we have to, there's a couple places on this vehicle that we consider hard points or that are basic cover. The difference between cover and concealment. Cover prevents or protects you against small arms fire. Pistol cartridges, rifle cartridges. Now, you can't camp out there all day because that cover is going to start to be deteriorated. Right? So, a couple places on the vehicle that you can use as hard cover for a small amount of time till you figure out what the hell you're going to do and where you're going to go. One is the engine block and the wheel wells. But again, it's not going to last forever. It's just a point to come to get your wits about you, figure a plan out, and execute that plan immediately. So, engine block, wheel well, or the entire length of the vehicle. The entire length of the vehicle is also can provide you some cover. Now, glass is not cover. We can shoot through glass. For instance, if I have a threat directly in front of me, I can shoot through both glass to my threat. I don't have to come all the way out here. Once I figure out where I'm going to go, we're going to make that plan and we're going to act immediately. If you have an extra magazine, this will be a time where you need to do a magazine exchange or a tactical reload, because we don't move without a loaded gun in our hand. So let's talk about exiting the vehicle. On exiting the vehicle, you're going to have a seatbelt on. You got to activate the seatbelt to get out. All right? If we we'll put this scenario in. We just rolled up and we had the Mongolian horde out here, and we have a vehicle in front and a vehicle in back. We are blocked in. Now, I'm going to attempt to ram through this problem. I'm going to ram that vehicle, try to get it out of my way. If I need to jump the curb to drive on the sidewalk, guess what the hell I'm going to do? I'm jumping the curb and driving on the sidewalk. If there's a yard, I will drive through the yard. All right? Whatever we need to do to get this vehicle, my loved ones, out of the immediate area. All right? If we're completely blocked in, we can't ram our way through, there is no other alternative but to get out of the vehicle. We're going to have to fight in and around our vehicle. I don't come up with some cool buzzword of vehicle CQB or whatever. It's just fighting in and around the vehicle to get out of the vehicle. We don't have a 5-day course to fight in around this thing. It's probably about a couple hour block of instruction and we actually go do it. So it's pretty simple. We don't sex anything up, just keep it damn simple. So, getting out of the vehicle. What we're looking at is I'm going to put once I decide I need to get out of the vehicle, we're going to put the vehicle in park. All right, put the vehicle in park. My gun's out. I probably already either engaged somebody or I possibly might be engaging somebody. I'm going to get my seatbelt out and I'm going to exit the vehicle. Whichever side that gives me the most tactical advantage, that's the side I'm going to get out on. If most of the threat is that direction, this is the side I'm getting out on. All right? If the most of the threat is on this side, that's the side I'm going to get out on. If the threat's in the front, I'm getting out and I'm going to the rear of the vehicle. All right? Again, I'm trying to put some type of hard cover between me and the threat. Hard cover being engine block, wheel wells, or the length of the entire vehicle. That's it.